What we're doing today is we're making some Canada Goose jerky. So I took the breasts of the Canada Goose and I pre-froze them. They're not froze solid, and then I'm going to put them in my slicer here, and I'm going to slice this whole pan. Beautiful outard breasts. And this is how this thing works. It's kind of a balancing act. Turn the power bar on. I slice it 1/4 of an inch thick, or 6 millimeters for y'all Canadians, us Canadians. And I find that 1/4 of an inch is a perfect thickness to go by. And there we go. We have beautiful 1/4 inch thick slices. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this whole bin of meat, and then we'll be back in a few minutes and show you what I do next. Okay, what we've got now is checking the camera to make sure it's working. I did hear it beep. All right. Okay, what we have now, I have all that goose breast all sliced up the way I want. Like I said, all pretty well 1/4 inch thick. Still slightly frozen, which is, it slices so much easier. Now what I'm doing, I'm using Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Seasonings, and you put a good healthy layer of that in there, and then you just line the entire pan up, the bottom of it. Just like so. Put them as close together as you can get, cover the entire bottom. So you stuff these little tiny pieces in there, and then like I said, you just keep interlayering the whole thing so that you've got the bottom pretty well all covered up. Like that. Just like that. So now what you do, you put another healthy amount of Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Seasonings on, and you do another layer, and you press it down like so to get contact on the salt so that it covers both sides. And don't be afraid of using too much of it, because I tell you, it takes more than what you would normally use, say if you're salting your eggs with it, and because I use that stuff on everything. So you put another layer on like that, and you press it down, and you use another very healthy, because you want your jerky fairly salty. I don't know about anybody else, but that's just how I like it. And you just keep doing that, adding layer upon layer in the whole thing, just like that. Okay, so now there it is. There's what we have here. Got them all layered, full of Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Seasonings, which is salt, herbs and spices with dehydrated onion and dehydrated garlic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover this with cellophane, just like that, and I'm going to leave it on the counter like that for about 4 hours to let that all assimilate, or to meld. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now. Next step will be going in the smoker. Okay, here we go. We're ready to put the goose in the smoker. As you can see, I've got it all laid out on racks here, and these beautiful stainless steel racks that I got from my sister's salvage yard. Anyway, that's what I use them for. And these have been soaking for about 4 hours now, I think. Yeah, around 4 or 5 hours. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go put them in the smoker. Here we go. And it's raining out here, so I dressed appropriately.
Yeah, he built a smoker that looks like an outhouse on the end of our deck. What can I say?